Thunder 1039. Good morning. You're on the morning show here with Nina Monroe, and I've got a wonderful surprise for you this morning. Joining me this morning, I've got the Wiener brothers. They're a duo that do a series of YouTube comedy videos. How are you guys doing this morning?
Fantastic.
Not bad.
Fantastic. Thanks for having us.
No problem. And it's Matthew and Brandon Wiener, I'm correct, right?
Yes.
That is correct.
That is correct.
All right.
Yep.
Well, how do you guys want to start off this thing?
Well, I felt like we should just get this started off right, and if we could just have everyone just stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, I think that would be, fitting. So if you choose to omit the words "under God," then you will not be judged.
At least in this life.
Yes. That is correct. So,
let's get it
let's get it going.
All right, guys.
All right.
No Pledge of Allegiance. Let's move on.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. So how did you guys get here all right?
Yeah, the directions were perfect, but we had a little bit of an adventure on our way, and actually we wrote a little song about it. It's really quick. If you don't mind, we could play it for you, and then you'll know all about our morning so far.
Exactly.
All right, I guess take it away then.
Let's just get to it then.
We woke up late at 7:45, the alarm ringing in our ear. We fit a lot into 15 minutes. This is the story of how we got here. We went straight downstairs, didn't even get dressed, headed on down to the forum. Got to the front door, had our onesies on. The chef said that's not proper decorum. So they kicked us out, but then on the way here we saw a fire at Grant and Market. A fireman went down, cause unknown. Sometimes these things just happen. It was a great big fire burning out of control, so there was only one thing to do. It was Wiener Brothers, and to the rescue. We made a human chain with just the two of us and pulled a calico cat to safety. At last we pulled in at 7:59, just in the nick of time at a destination. The radio station on the morning show with Miss Nina Monroe. And that's what happened.
Well,
Exactly.
well, that's one way to start off the morning. It sounds like you guys had a very interesting morning. Matthew Wiener over there with the sound effects.
Yeah, I'm on the ones and twos. So
All
I
right.
don't know where it's coming from.
I think we might have had a little mix-up there.
Well, it sounds like you guys had an interesting morning. I'm sure that means that you've also had a really interesting summer. Can you tell us a little bit about what's been going on this summer?
Yeah, well, we have had a really busy summer, just doing a lot of stuff, and in fact, I've been writing it all in my personal urinal. Like this one time.
Wait, personal urinal?
Oh, he's actually referring to his personal journal. Sometimes we just prefer to use a soft J. It's kind of a more classic, traditional way of pronouncing it. Like sometimes, for example, we may go yogging or we may yump rope.
Exactly. Yumping rope, or we go out to the lake and we get on our jet ski.
Oh yeah, great summer activity.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, that's one unique way of pronouncing the J I've never heard before, but you guys are interesting, so it makes sense.
Thank you.
What else have you guys been doing this summer?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, one thing is everybody knows, summer is a good time to catch like the summer blockbuster movies. So I was a little behind on the movies. The other night I figured I would catch The Purge 2. I hadn't seen The Purge 1, but I figured it was just sort of a comedy about a guy who got a hold of some bad Mexican food or something. But it was not that kind of movie at all. It actually was quite frightening. So that was not a positive experience.
Not at all.
So that very interesting. Yeah, The Purge 2 is definitely a scary movie, so
Yes,
I'm sure you definitely threw you for a loop.
Yeah, that's not our style. It's not Wiener Brothers style.
Not
No,
Wiener
no.
Brothers style.
Another thing we've actually been doing is we've we've been getting really into scrapbooking, and we did some hard target research, and we really just, we wanted to hit up some of the local businesses around our favorite town. So, we started off at the old Rax Mario's. We got out there, we hit up the stage, the 3D, the Just Right, little Roslyn's.
Crinkle fries, Just Right.
Yep, exactly. So hit up the Roslyn's Bakery. And
for some reason, I don't know what any of these, I don't know what you're talking about, but keep going.
No, I mean, it's just something, it's one of our passions, and, we hit up the Target, the Mr. Gaddy's, and we were gonna visit J.C. Penney's, but it just felt too soon.
Too soon, definitely.
So.
Oh, all right, well, I've heard the J.C. Penney's. I'm not sure what else you guys are talking about, but I'm sure that that sounded like a fun time. What about 4th of July just happened? Did you do anything for 4th of July?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're into the water, So on the 4th of July, I was actually out. I was by myself. I don't know where Matthew was. I was kind of alone in a small.
We got separated for a short period of time. Doesn't happen too often.
No, but I was just lounging out on the water in a small rubber dinghy, just sunbathing, catching a few rays, working on the farmer tan, when there was kind of a swift breeze came along, and it swept up my beach towel, and I'm a little bit afraid my hoozy-watsy was exposed to the starboard side for a moment. So anyway, that was a little embarrassing.
A little bit. I mean, but at the end of the night, we ended up reconvening and setting off some fireworks.
We had the good stuff.
We only go with the top-notch fireworks, like the snakes. I like the colored snakes, the Chinese house, the smoke bombs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brandon, what else do you
Snapping
like?
pops, all that, all the traditional stuff. That's what we're about.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it sounds like you two are a traditional bunch.
We are.
Yeah.
We are a traditional bunch.
With your scrapbooking and your fireworks. You guys sound like an interesting pair, and I'm sure that people are out there wondering who you are and how they can learn more about you. How can they find more about the Wiener Brothers?
Yeah, so if you just look us up online, you can get on Facebook and check out the Wiener Brothers if you just type it in the search area there, or on YouTube you can see some of our videos, or all of our videos actually, at youtube.com/Matt Carlson 12. You can also just do a search in the YouTube search for the Wiener Brothers.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, before we go, we would like to get in a few shout-outs, if you don't mind, while we have some airtime.
All right, I'm a little worried, but I guess you can go.
Well, the shout-out, I mean, like you said, we're traditional, and that's kind of a 90s thing, so...
Exactly.
But we want to throw a shout-out to Moats, first and foremost, Don Hoffman, Carrie Pruitt.
What about Jason Leonards and his brother Horse?
Yeah, get them in there.
Carol Fitch for always buttering our biscuits.
Let's not forget the bearded lady, the late St. Nicholas.
Yep. Nelson Mandela.
Ooh, too soon.
Okay. Christian Okoye. Maybe curly mustaches.
Anybody with a curly mustache.
Exactly. And
Raleigh Fingers.
And who can forget the Founding Fathers?
Lest we forget.
Let's get it out there.
All right. Well, that is one way to end our interview portion of the show. Thanks, guys, for being on. And Matt's just all over the soundtrack. This is actually their theme song, and he's playing it for you right now. So if you go to their YouTube page and listen to their videos, this is what plays at the beginning. So thanks again for being on, and I really appreciate the song that you came and played this morning. It was quite interesting and entertaining. So I hope to have you guys on soon again, and we'll be back on the morning show right after this.